What is up? Another week, another episode of the podcast. You know the one, the Everybody and Their Mom podcast. Podcast everybody and their mom is listening to. Sorry about that, a few minutes late, but we are here. We are here, we are here, we are here. Sound is synced? Cool. It is episode 54. Perfect. How are we doing? Ooh, a little bit of a break there. A little bit of a lag. Sorry about that. Episode 54. We are here. Perfection. Excuse me. And something's stuck in my throat. No Diddy. It is December 10th, 2025. It is about 1. Sorry, I was a few minutes late. I was doing a couple things right now with the dogs and the presents. Sorry, something in my throat. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're all doing well. Let's do a recap of the week. Last time I was here with you guys, it was, I think, last Thursday. Wednesday, Thursday time. Good episode last time. Went over UFC, all the football games. UFC event was good on Saturday. That was good. Met up with a couple buddies to watch that. Good fights, a lot of good finishes. New champions. There we go. It was the last pay-per-view ever. So, and this Saturday is the last fight night ever. So no more ESPN, no more UFC on ESPN. Next month it'll be on Paramount. Sunday watched football. That was good. Yesterday went like Christmas shopping, kind of. My parents like getting me. It's one thing. And then what else did I do? On Saturday, that was Sunday, Friday. I think I just watched like a movie or something. I don't remember. And Thursday, watched the game. What was the game last week? To come to think of it, I don't remember. It was a good one. Oh yeah, Cowboys Lions. It was a pretty good one. Yeah, that was fun. Cowboys Lions was cool. Another week, Saha. How we doing? How we doing? Let me see. So that was Thursday. Watched the NFL game, Lions Cowboys, a shootout. That was fun. Friday, I think I rewatched like a Christmas movie. Saturday was the fights, UFC. Sunday was football, Sunday slate. Monday watched the Charger game. That was fun. And then yesterday went like Christmas shopping. Today today I was just doing like some right now like housework kind of. Well, reading the tree. I was getting like my presents together, like putting them right now. Watching the dog, like my dog, it has to like be watched. Sadly, you just rewatched The Grinch, Chris. The Grinch is great. The animated one, the OG one, not the animated one. Yeah, when I went to Christmas shopping yesterday, they were playing it. They were playing the animated one. I was like, what the fuck? I've never seen it. I wouldn't know if it's good or not. The animated one. The OG one's goated though. I'm probably gonna rewatch it soon. Yesterday I rewatched Godzilla. It's on Netflix. It's fun. It's a good one. The Monsters one. I think it's like the sequel, King of the Monsters. It's on Netflix. It's good. I like it. It has like all the different creatures, like the moth and shit. The one with the 3-headed dragon. Ghidorah, I think is his name. Same. I've never seen the animated one. Looks mid. Yeah, I think. I think Tyler does the soundtrack. I think. But yeah, I haven't seen it. It doesn't really interest me. Seems like one of those like Illumination movies that I'm just not interested in watching, like Boss Baby and shit. You know what I mean? Like, just not. It doesn't interest me. Where's my phone? There's my phone. What does interest me? Let's go on to today's topic. First topic. Is the NFL games. Let's go. This is what interests me. Starting up tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think in the comments between Falcons Bucks. I got Bucks. Why do I got Bucks? Well, I think the Bucks are at home. Falcons kind of injured on offense. Defense is pretty solid. I think this will kind of be a closer game than what people think, but I think the Bucks pull away late. So give me the Bucks. And then what is it? Ravens, Bengals. Bengals at home. They already beat the Ravens a week or two ago. Give me the Bengals, keeping their season alive. They were hanging on against the Bills until Burrow threw those 2 picks late in the game. So give me the Bengals, man. They're scrappy. They're a scrappy bunch. Next, Commanders, Giants. Give me the Giants at home. This will be a close one. Giants are at home. Commanders have an injured quarterback. Dart is playing hurt, but they got better defense. A little bit more weapons for the Commanders, but Mariota versus Dart. Give me Dart. Give me the Giants. Browns versus Bears. Give me the Bears at home. It's gonna be like -20, like the wind chill, the feeling. Bears defense is playing good. Their offense can be is leaving a lot to be desired. Rookie quarterback with Shador. Yeah, give me the Bears. Give me the Bears. My Saints. I didn't think they could do it, but they fucking did it. Those motherfuckers did it. Those animals. They beat the Buccaneers. I was so happy, man. I fucking hate. Wait, am I fucking a week ahead? No, I'm not. That's odd. I feel like there's a game missing here. Whatever. But yeah, the Saints, Panthers. My Saints. We're at home. I think we kind of have the Panthers number. For the most part, like we kind of get pressure on them. Their offense is just get pressure on stop the run and get pressure on Bryce Young. That's basically it. And they've been doing that. Our defense is playing really well. Shuck is playing as scoring at least one touchdown a game, throwing the ball well. He's committing turnovers, but those are some rookie mistakes. But yeah, give me the Saints at home in a tough one, a tough outing. All right, next would be Lions Rams. Yes, Lions Rams. Give me the Rams at home. Yes, Rams at home. Should be potential shootout, but the problem is the Rams have a pretty good defense. They've been had last couple of weeks. They've been scored on. Well, not last week with the Cardinals, but the week before, in the rain against the Panthers. Yeah, but this time they're at home against the Jared Goff revenge game. I mean, he might go off, but at the same time, that Lions defense hasn't been playing that good in terms of like they could be scored on, especially the secondary. Stafford revenge game. Yeah, give me the Rams. If the Lions win, I mean, damn, hats off. Potential shootout though. Potential shootout. Colts Seahawks. Ooh man, Old Man Rivers. Is Old Man Rivers coming back? We hope so. Philip Rivers, the return. I think 5 years away from the game. I mean, he could probably put on like a mid Flacco performance where it's just rely on the run, throw it to the tight end, occasional deep pass, and you'll probably get like one pick, maybe a sack or two. Yeah, give me Seattle at home. Yeah, if he pulls it off, that'd be funny as fuck. Packers Broncos. I think I'm gonna have to go with Broncos. They had a bye week, I think. Did they have a bye week? No. They played. No, they didn't. They played last week. But yeah, still give me the Broncos at home, Mile High. That defense. The Packers offense did show up last week at home. They did much better. Actually, I think I might change my pick to the Packers, but it's on the road. I think I'm more comfortable picking the Packers here, honestly. Yeah, I think I'm more comfortable because both defenses are very good, playing very well right now. But I like the Packers offense a little bit more than the Broncos right now. So sorry for that weird angle. So yeah, give me the Packers. And then here we go. Niners, Titans. Yeah, Niners. They're just much more talented than the Titans right now, especially playing at home. Vikings, Cowboys. Give me the Cowboys. The Cowboys basically have to win out and hope Philly loses 2 more games to have a chance to make the playoffs. Vikings, while McCarthy played better last week, I don't see him going to Dallas and putting on that type of performance that he did last week. So, and then Steelers at home versus Dolphins. Yeah, give me the Steelers. They're fighting for first place in their division to stay afloat at home. It'll be cold. Run the ball on that Miami's playing better. Granted, they went on like a little run. I think they started off like 1-7, 2-7. Now they're like 6-7. So, hey, I mean, hats off to the coaching staff. They're playing for their careers basically. Well, not careers, but yeah. They're missing a few games on here. They're not. This isn't all the games. They're missing Texans, Cardinals, in which case I have the Texans because they're at home. Right here. Where is it? Where to go? Right there. Damn it. There we go. Texans, Cardinals. Not to mention missing, yeah, the Jets, Jags, which I have the Jags at home. So similar reason, just more talented teams at home. Don't get me wrong, the Cardinals have been playing a little bit more scrappy with Jacoby at quarterback, but still. Texans and Jags are playing for playoffs. Chiefs, Chargers. Give me the Chargers. Charge, baby. It's better to be lucky than good. They picked off, I think they got 4 turnovers off Jalen on Monday. Took overtime to beat them, and a missed kick. Yeah, I just think the Chiefs have just kind of fallen off this year. I called it at the beginning of the year. I expected a wild card appearance, but I think now with the Chargers getting healthier, defense is playing well, Herbert playing some of the best he's done in a while, especially while playing injured. Give me the Chargers. Bills Patriots. Ooh, that's a game. That's a good one. Let me go back to that one. Eagles Raiders. Eagles at home, just more talented than the Raiders. So it looks like those 3 games, 3 of those 4, Texans, Jags, Eagles, they were just kind of almost not gimmies, but they should be heavy favorites, especially because they all favor the home team. But now back to the Bills Patriots. That's probably a game of the week. I don't know why that wasn't flexed to Sunday night. Or the Rams game. Oh, because it's the Cowboys. That's why. The Cowboys are Sunday night. They want those ratings from the Cowboy fans who think they still have a chance at playoffs, which technically they still do, but they're going to need a lot of help from Philly. 2 losses from Philly remaining of the 4 games, so it's still possible. So Patriots are coming off a bye week, if I remember correctly. Patriots are at home. Really good defense, can run the ball. Drake May is playing MVP caliber football. They always play the Bills hard. They already beat the Bills earlier this season. They can usually get at least 1 pick, and if they get pressure on Josh Allen, at least a sack or 2. At home, gonna have to give me the Patriots. sadly. Whereas, the Bills turn the ball over too much. They don't really have like a number one guy, number one receiver who can just go out there and win a one-on-one matchup. And it's always has to be Josh Allen playing Superman, and the Patriots eventually catch up to him. So yeah, let me know what you guys think with those predictions. That is the NFL weekend. But what's still to come, on to next topic, is the college weekend. Oh boy. Oh dear. The college football playoff was announced as I was going over a previous episode. They left out Notre Dame, which was surprising. That was one of the for sure teams that I had making it. Outside of them, though, I pretty much called the rest. I knew Indiana was a for sure. So was Ohio State. So was Georgia. So was Alabama. Just because they all played the title games, especially because those are the two main conferences. The ones that didn't play in a conference game but still made it, would be Oregon, Texas Tech. I don't think they played a conference game. I don't think so. No. Wait. I think they did. I can't recall. A&M, Ole Miss. Like, these are just teams that didn't have a game. So the teams that won, James Madison, congrats, you're in. Tulane, congrats, you're in. I knew Tulane was going to make it. I just didn't figure James Madison or Miami. I thought they would have picked Notre Dame over one of them. Primarily Miami, just because James Madison was a Power 5. So it's weird. Basically, like, if you're a conference champion from SEC, Big Ten, Big 12, ACC, or any of like the other like power conferences, like they have like they have Mountain West, Conference USA, Sun Belt, like those other not lesser conferences, because they are Division 1. So they play the same caliber of football, but it ain't the same week in, week out. But regardless, from what I have here, the opening matchups are going to be these four way on the left. So look right here. Oregon, 21-point favorite. So yeah, I got Oregon probably winning against James Madison. Let me see. Alabama's a 1.5-point favorite at Oklahoma. Honestly, give me Oklahoma. I don't think Oklahoma's playing that well. I mean, I don't think Alabama's playing that good this year, especially on the road. This one in Norman, oof, it's gonna be a tough one. I think they lost earlier this season. I have to go back and recheck that, but give me Oklahoma. Buddy, garbage Cowgirls. Damn, I know, dude. The Cowboys got to win like 4 games in a row, and the Eagles have to go 2-2. But if that happens, Cowboys make playoffs, and maybe some other help for the wild card. Golden Knights, let's go hockey! And NHL season just started. Let's go. Let me see. And then Tulane against Ole Miss. Ole Miss already beat them earlier in the year. I'll be rooting for Tulane, but give me Ole Miss. Then we got Miami versus A&M. Yeah, give me A&M. Miami's just happy to be here. Not gonna lie. And A&M's like one of the better teams this year, I would say. So those are my 4, right? Oregon, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, A&M, yes. Which would lead to Oregon at Texas Tech in the Orange Bowl. Oregon or Texas Tech in the Orange Bowl. Texas Tech has been really good this year, surprisingly. Big 12 champions. Oregon is like number 3 in the Big 10. So number 3 Big 10 team versus the number 1 Big 12. Oh, Oregon hasn't been that good this year, not gonna lie. I think Texas Tech will probably win that. So I got Texas Tech. And then it'll be Indiana or Oklahoma. Give me Indiana. Really well coached program this year. Georgia, Ole Miss, Georgia, and then A&M, Ohio State, Ohio State. So the final four, I got Texas Tech, Indiana, Georgia, Ohio State. Those four. And I really think Georgia, Ohio State should be the national championship. Indiana technically beat them. So in the end, I think it's going to be Indiana versus Georgia for the Natty. Yeah, I think Indiana versus Georgia for the national championship. If I had a going off of this bracket, and if I had to go based off of what I've seen so far this season, I might have to go Georgia. I'll be rooting for Indiana though, just because of their story. Garbage Cowgirls, Eagles, and more trash. Fuck them. Yeah, dude, the Eagles are playing really bad. I think they're missing play calling. They're kind of obvious in their play calling. It's just Saquon up the middle, Saquon up the middle. Throw it deep to AJ Brown, throw an out route to Smith, or an option route to Goddard. Not much creativity in the offense. But yeah, the storyline for Indiana. So if you guys didn't know, NIL changed college, well, college sports in general. So you can pay the players now, and that started like right after COVID, and because of that, like before, like you could like don't get me wrong, players got paid, but like kind of like under the table. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't obvious. It wasn't out in the open. It wasn't like sponsored by Tostitos or whatever, right? It was almost like an unwritten rule that like, hey, you don't talk about that, otherwise you're gonna get suspended, kind of thing, right? But they changed the rules after COVID, whereas however money a kid can generate in college, go ahead. They can only play like what, like 5 years, 5 6 years, anyways. Um, but regardless, that opened up the gate. The base pretty much opened up the floodgates to any program that has deep pockets. A lot of these like Midwestern schools, Northeastern schools, that have a lot of like famous alumni, rich alumni. They can go to them and be like, "Hey, we got a pretty good coaching staff. We got good facilities. The school's nice. Um, so yeah, there's Alabama, there's Ohio State, right? You got Georgia, Oregon, right? You got these premier programs. They're always going to be good. They got all the money in the world, right? In terms of for football, right? Paying for their shit. And other sports, you got like basketball, like Kentucky, North Carolina, Duke, right? They just have, they got money for this shit. But what it also opened the door for was like, oh, like not to mention Oklahoma, is all these other schools can now pay too, and they can now compete too. So that's how you have teams like James Madison, Texas Tech, who, yeah, like don't get me wrong, Mahomes is from there, and they had like kind of a decent run in the late 2010s, but they weren't like a premier program. But now they're in the playoff. Same with Tulane. Same with A&M more recently because of Manziel. Miami, they had a historic run like more than 20 years ago. Um, but yeah, like you're seeing like Indiana, for example, Indiana, like these schools who historically haven't really been like powerhouses, but now because you could pay, and it's like, hey, you go to a kid, right, and he's like a 5 star or a 4 star or whatever, like high talented, and you're like, hey, okay, how much are they paying you to be a third string on Ohio State? Okay, they're offering you 2 mil. All right, well, you could be first string at our school, and we'll pay you 1 mil. What do you say? You kind of do that. You know what I mean? Because players want to play, or you can even offer more if it's like a really good player that you want. It's like, all right, they're offering you 2 mil to be backup, or I'll pay you 3 mil, I'll pay you 4 mil, and it's like, you know what I mean, kind of like a bidding kind of goes on. So it's kind of, yeah, like pay to play, but it's opened up the opportunities for other schools. It's kind of ruined a lot of shit too. I think that's a conversation for another day because there's no loyalty now, not like there ever really was. Because there's kind of like a free agency period where you can kind of bounce around. It's called the portal. Where as soon as the season's over, it's like, all right, I'm done with this school. I'm gonna just go play over here because there's an opening. They're paying me more money. The coaching changes, etc. Whatever reason, closer to home, better vacation, closer to family, girlfriend, whatever. Any reason you can think of, any reason. But yeah, that's another conversation. I still got Georgia winning it all, but I'll be rooting for Indiana in the tournament to win it. I like those underdogs, even though the dogs are probably gonna win. The dogs we got this one, Royval Cup, the last fight night ever, the last fight night on ESPN Plus. Holy shit! What the fuck? Okay, I don't think I've ever seen these chicks fight before. Canada versus Czechia. I'll go with Czechia. Let's go with Blade. Let's go with Blada. Oh shit! I wouldn't bet on this one. No, do not bet on this one. No. I'll let you know which ones to bet on. Fire versus Pat. I'm not gonna bet on people I can't pick people I can't see their face. Croden versus Santos. Damn, this fight night might be trash. Starting off with two chick fights, like off the bat, on top of two like no names. I hope the no names are fun. Okay. Canada versus Brazil. Give me Brazil. Give me Santos. Is Ronnie a UFC fan? Yeah. Oh fuck. I hope. This if he watches this one, he might not be. He probably won't be. If he watches this event. Oh my god, two tubby motherfuckers. Shara versus Abslund. Dude. Bro. Ugh. Bro. Farron could be in the UFC, dude. Yo, somebody hit a Mejia, dude. Let's start like. This is the body of the physique of a UFC heavyweight. Look, this is his debut, dude. This is the physique of a heavyweight making his debut in the UFC, bro. I'm gonna start telling my buddies to. No audio? You can't hear me? Hello? You can't hear me? Oh shit. Hold up. Let me. Okay. Cool. Sound distinct. Thank you for that. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. As we were saying, I hope Ronnie becomes a UFC fan. I was mentioning the two fights right now, right here. Two chick fights. Give me Blada, Czechia over Canada. Give me Brazil over Canada. I can't pick these two dudes because I can't see their face. I was saying this guy right here on the right is making his UFC debut and how his physique looks like a fucking, and how like even Farron and or Mejia could be a UFC heavyweight contender with this physique. Bro, this guy looks like he was eating too many super fries. We back eating too many super fries and was like, "Hey, bro, we got a contender fight for you. You want in?" And he's like, "Yeah, bro, fuck it, I'm in. I'm up. How much? 12 grand? All right, fuck it. This is ridiculous. He's probably gonna win though, which is even more ridiculous." So yeah, Asplund. All right, Asplund. Steven. All right, let's see. Neil Magny versus Amasov. Oh my god, he's probably gonna win, isn't he? Neil Magny or Ukrainian make. Oh, Ukraine's gonna win. Yeah, Amasov. Magny, I hope he wins. I mean, he's been doing performing a lot, giving a lot of unk performances. Yeah, none of these are really worth betting on. I wouldn't. All right, Brito versus Bagdasarian. I think Bagdasarian's probably that should be a good fight. This is a low key banger. Nah, I think it might end up just being like a. Give me Bagdasarian. Give me Melsick. I think decision. Hopefully, it goes entertaining fight. Brito usually puts on entertaining fights. Jillian or Amanda? Ooh, Jillian. Yeah, Amanda is on her way out. Jillian's on her way in. Jillian's, I think, on like a 3-fight win streak, give or take. Amanda, nothing. No offense to her. I mean, 15-5. She's still really strong for women's MMA. Top 5. Has had a good career. I just think Jillian's for Jillian's time. More for her time ascending. All right, then we got Gibson. He's making his debut against King Green. Oh my gosh. Give me Gibson. I think this one might be worth betting on because it's one of those situations where Bobby's kind of washed. Gibson's making his debut. They do this a lot with like unks in UFC where they pair him up against the rising contender and hope the contender finishes them. So that way they take the unks fans for the other guy. And Bobby and Neil have a lot of fans compared to their opponents. So yeah, give me Gibson here. Ooh, here we fucking go. The bangers. Kennedy versus Marcus. Give me Kennedy. Damn, bro, he's coming off a loss too. I remember that one. I bet on him. Lost me some money, but he's gonna win it back against Brazil. Damn, these guys looks like a tank. This is how heavyweight should look like. No Diddy. But give me Kennedy, longer reach, more power, size. Yeah, I like Kennedy a lot here. Oh my gosh. Oh, Morgan Charrier. Dude, both guys are pretty good. They gotta be. Look at his hair. Damn, it looks like a fucking Twisted Metal character. Jeez. But Morgan's really good. Morgan's a really good fighter. I think I bet on him on the Paris card. Won that one. Yeah, he's a pretty good fighter, bro. Costa's good too, so I think it's probably gonna be this one and Kennedy. So really, I really probably won't pay attention to this until the prelims, until the main card starts at 7. Yeah, makes about sense. Makes sense. And we got Almeida versus Cesare. Cesar Almeida. Yeah, give me Cesare. Give me Polish power. Sorry, Brazil, but I just feel like Cesare is going to take this one. Cesar Almeida's pretty good, though. Oh, he's Jalton's little brother. Okay. Yeah, the brothers aren't usually as good. He probably got signed because of his brother. Giga Chad versus Kevin. Oh, Kevin, dude, yeah. This one might be worth betting on too, boys. Giga's same thing with Amanda. He's been around. Don't get me wrong, he's a ranked fighter, but Kevin 16-1 coming up. Yeah, bro. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna parlay Kevin and Morgan. Those are 2 that I believe in. Kevin, Morgan, and Lance. Those are probably the 3. I don't like betting against Neil Magny though. That one's yeah. But yeah, Lance, Morgan, and Kevin. Those are the 3. And the main event's too hard for me to pick. I'm waiting to bet on. I mean, I'm picking Cap though. I love Cap as a fighter. Just Cape. He's one of my favorite fighters. He talks a lot of shit. He's fucking hilarious. If I like he said the F word, not fuck, obviously. He was he called the whole he called this one opponent like a fag. That shit was so funny, bro. Both nights that night it was just hilarious. So the parlay I recommend would be Gibson, Morgan Charrier, and Kevin Vallejos. That's the parlay for Saturday if you are the one. All right, now on to our main topic of the weekend. Holy shit, we are here. So as I'm sure you guys have heard by now, it came, I think, late Sunday night, this news broke over the weekend. It was late at night though, and it was at Netflix. Agrees to buy Warner for 72 billion. What that included was the film studio and the streaming, so like HBO Max, basically. And with that would include the ownership of some of the most famous IP in the world, such as Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Mortal Kombat, Ghostbusters, Looney Tunes, DC, so like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, the Justice League. Not to mention everything that comes with the HBO library. So I already mentioned Game of Thrones, so Sopranos, True Detective, the It Show, all the like dairy, I guess you could call it. Yeah, they own a lot of good stuff. And as well as the streaming service, which would be HBO Max. And with that, I think I saw that would be with Netflix and HBO together. That'd be like a 53% market share of streaming, like video streaming. Because I think there's also, I don't know, because there's that number didn't take into account YouTube, because I know a lot of people also watch, not just YouTube videos like how we are here, podcasts, but also movies. Like movies are also on YouTube. So I don't know if that's taking into account as well, or if they're just taking into account like the streaming services, which if this were to go, it would be just down to Netflix, Amazon, Disney, Apple, Peacock when this is all done. Because like before, like of the major ones, right? There's always going to be like, Tubi, right? That's a major one. I mean, like fuck, what's the other one? I can't even think of a name of it. Like Roku, yeah, like Roku. Shit that's like that. It's like okay, like they have some good stuff on there. Don't get me wrong, but it's not one of the major players in the market. But with this will pretty much take another big one off of the list, because I remember when streaming first came out, it was Netflix and Hulu, and then Hulu just got bought out by Disney a few years ago, and now they're just integrated into their app, so they're pretty much just like a little add-on. It's like, oh hey, if you have Disney, pay an extra whatever $20. If you want sports, $60 or more, live sports. I mean, if you want that, then add Hulu. So I figure this will be the same thing with HBO if this deal goes through. That it'll just take like however many more years that HBO has their contracts with whoever, with whatever distributors. Let that run its course, and then they'll integrate HBO onto Netflix. It'll just be another add-on. Netflix raises their price to like 30 a month, and then if you want whatever tier of HBO, then you pay like an extra 20 to 30, and then they can charge people like 50 to 60 a month per subscriptions, and they could justify that by saying, well, we paid this much and you're getting this much content being added to the streaming service on top of originals that they're going to start doing too. So like original shows with all those IP that I just mentioned, any of those characters are fair game for them to use after all this stuff, because there's like contracts already made. There's already film, movies, etc. Commercials already being made right now, so that'll all run its course. Then after it's done, they can then take over and do their own thing. But I said if it goes through, because what we didn't see, well, what I haven't shown is this news came like I think like a day or two after, like a day or two ago, because Paramount also wants to buy it, and Paramount is offering 100. What is that? 107, 108, 108 billion for Warner. And they're essentially doing a hostile takeover. So the Ellison, I think is I forgot his first name, but basically what they want to do is combine Warner with Paramount uh, by essentially offering more money. I think it's going to be, what is that, like 72 to 108. It's like what, 36 billion more. So they can offer that much. So their argument, or yeah, their proposal is more money, uh, but they want all of it. That's like the main difference. Is instead of just the film studio and the streaming, they want everything, which includes like the news and TV networks, which is a lot. And the problem that Netflix also has is that Paramount has not just money on their side, but they got kind of the government on their side too, because the president's son-in-law is also involved with Paramount. Not to mention their CEO Ellison, or their dad. I think he's one of the owners of Oracle, so he makes a lot of his money through Oracle. It's like a online, not database, like a portal that like a lot of jobs use. I know a lot of like uh, medical centers use Oracle. I don't know if they do anymore, but I remember my job back in the day used Oracle. It was just like a database for like employers to like handle like payroll, taxes, a bunch of shit, like online paperwork that just required for a bunch of stuff. It's more than just that. It's a big company. That's just one of the ways that I've come in contact with that with Oracle. Um, but he's one of the biggest donors to the president, and so the president's son-in-law is on Paramount's side. The money is on Paramount's side. The, I guess, political sway is on Paramount's side. So that's what they got going for them. But what they don't got going for them is that their offer, while it's technically yes more money, it's not more valuable. And what I mean by that is the 72 billion is just like I mentioned earlier for the studio and the streaming, which leaves open a lot of money left over for the news and TV networks that they can then the owners of Warner, which will then be Discovery, I think, could then parlay into more and more buyouts, because uh, what's going to happen is it's going to get sold regardless. I wish it wouldn't. I was hoping that the year at the box office that Warner had, the success of that DC seems to be like growing, like the potential that they have. I thought they would have stayed true to the path and gone forward. But facts are they're like over 40 billion in debt. They made a lot of bad decisions when it came to restructuring their company, when it came to combining themselves with Warner, going into like news and like CNN. Like the CNN app was a big disaster. And yeah, it was just like what can you say? Like DC was a disaster. Uh, they kind of milked Lord of the Rings, and they're gonna milk Harry Potter for what it's worth now. They're kind of milking their IP for what they have now. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say what's gonna happen. Like I mentioned, I would hope they didn't sell, but if anyone's gonna buy it, I would hope it would have been Universal. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 tomorrow. Nights, bro. I saw the first one. My brother saw the second one yesterday. He said it was better than part one. And he liked it, so I mean that's cool. I played the Five Night Games, the first one, and it was cool. Like I liked how it was like a jump scare type of game. I liked that it was like kind of like a maze horror where the game isn't the Horror Nights thing is pretty cool though. I liked how it's kind of like a jump scare. You're playing in like a scary. The premise is cool, It's like a haunted Chuck E. Cheese, and the animatronics come out at night to kill you. You're like a security guard working the cameras. I like the premise, it's cool. But in the movies, I could tell that there was a lot missing that I didn't understand because I didn't really play the other games or watch the other like YouTube videos that were on it. But I thought it was fine. Like the cast is cool. Shaggy's in it, Josh Hutcherson's in it. The animatronic design is like pretty much exact from the cart from the video game, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I think it made a lot of money too. Let me see. Box office. I think it made like 200 mil. Okay, here we go. It's so far made 113 mil, and that's really good, dude. That's really really good for a December release. Yeah, there will be a part three. Part three is already announced. Really really good. Domestic 67. That's always healthy to see. So more people interested in America than worldwide. Makes sense. An American game. Got popularized through YouTube. Another American company. No mistake there. Where's the budget for this though? Let me see the budget. It's already at 113. 20. Perfect. That's how you do it. That's how you make movies, bro. Look at that. It's a budget 20. And it's already made what was it, 113? Yeah, it's already made 113. Yeah, dude. So that's business. That's business right there. So when people are like, why do they keep making this, or why does they keep making that? This is why right here, dude. Basic math. Budget 20 mil, and it's already made over 113 mil in less than a fucking week. So, dude, yeah, by like 2-3 weeks, this is gonna be over like 200 easily $400 million. So this is a franchise, dude. Part three is already announced. I could definitely see them doing a spin-off, maybe even a streaming show. Peacock has a lot. Peacock needs some, has some pretty good originals. It's good, man. This is a success. Shout out to Freddy's. Shout out to FNAF. Success for their success. The first one made a lot of money too. Let's check out the first one while we're checking it. Let me see. Made 291. Perfect. All right. Jerry Jones has more money than that. Yes. Jerry, oh boy. Jerry. Yeah, Jerry pays their players like 50 to 100 mil to to get that back on jersey and ticket sales. His pays was Dak did what, like 60 mil a year, and hope he gets that back on the ticket sales and everything. I'm just kidding. But yeah, the Freddy's franchise looks like it's a success. Let me see the budget of the first movie. So we have 20 mil for the first one. Made over 200. Yeah, dude, it made almost 300 million. They're just gonna keep making money, more and more and more. Yeah, millions. So like I was mentioning earlier, Warner Brothers, like because of debt, 40 billion in debt. And if we can see right here, man, I was gonna buy. I think I was gonna get into them like last year. Yeah, I think when I saw whenever that first Superman trailer came out, when the first one came out, when they started to promote Superman, that was when I was like, I think I should start investing in Warner, because that was when I was like, huh, think about it. When Disney's always been big. No, not Rax. No, 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 no. The stock jumped like $20. Not Rax, but like a good like payout, like a good payout. So the stock, like you see right here, year to date, dude, this shit jumped $20 in a year. You know what I mean? Like that would have been a pretty decent payout. And I kind of saw it coming, but only like for to here. Yeah, when would have been? It would have been only like July, like $12. So it would have only been like up by like $3 by the time I was thinking of it. Because I was like, DC is gonna start popping. I feel it's gonna help Warner. Warner's having a pretty good year with Sinners, Weapons, Superman, one battle after another. I'm like, they're having a pretty decent year. I think they're a pretty good investment. I think they're gonna start coming up, but I think it was Paramount opened their mouth and was like, "Hey, we might buy them because, you know, if we look here, at the time, like I mentioned, it was $12, but now they're like around the same price. But because the price went up for Warner, now it's pumping 30, as you can see there, and now Paramount's sitting at like 14.70, which is what around Warner was at before all this negotiation started. So it's just interesting. I'm like, how is this? How are they going to combine both? Well, yeah, they're valued at about the same, which is one carried a lot more debt, but one has a lot of debt too, and they're probably just gonna. What I think was gonna happen was that they were gonna move Paramount's debt onto Warner, eat out the profit from Warner, and then just cut out Warner once they were done, and then just rake in the IP off of whatever they could, like all the ones I mentioned. So, but yeah, definitely the most powerful player here is Netflix in terms of, I mean, in terms of their stock price. Look at that. That's crazy. Almost 3 times the value of what Warner's selling at right now. What they're trading at. They're at 29. It's 92. So yeah, over 3 times the price, 3 times the value. So if they could get Warner Brothers, that will be something. Not to mention, yeah, I mean, why people are pissed, like overall, is because less competition. Uh, yeah, Netflix is kind of number one. Netflix, Amazon, Disney, and Apple. Yeah. Like those are probably like the biggest like one, but Apple not really. Apple just because like making movies and TV for Apple is like a side hustle. You know what I mean? Like there's just shit they do on the side because they have like the money to do it. You know, a tax write off, get a investment buyout. If they buy out, would they water shit down? I mean, maybe it's who's to say, man. Like probably that's one of the reasons why people are mad. Uh, there's gonna be less movies being made and released. So that's just like one of the main reasons people have a problem with it is because there's less competition. So they don't gotta like try to do something new, innovative, creative, different than the other studios because they're all kind of just doing the same thing. You know what I mean? They're all kind of like, it's like, yeah. Or it could be like, hey, yeah, like come join us. Don't go to Prime. Don't go to Disney. You know, like we're not gonna water our shit down. Ours is gonna be like premiere television. And yeah, don't get me wrong, like I feel like all of them have a lot of good stuff. A lot of them have a lot of bad stuff. Which is the one that I think has the worst? I don't know. I think it's a preference at that point, but I can point to all of them, and they all have good stuff that I like. I think the one that has the most that I like is HBO, probably followed by Disney, that has like the IPs that I like the most. But not that's not to say that like Netflix has bad shit. I mean, Stranger Things is really good. Squid Game is really good. They have some good movies on there. The new Frankenstein, Guillermo's Pinocchio, All Quiet on the Western Front. Like, yeah, they make good stuff, but like, yeah, for every good thing they make some shit. You know, some slop, some shit you put on in your background while you're cleaning. You know what I mean? So, mm, part of me thinks they're smart enough, you know, not to make a show about like, you know, like let's say they make a Batman show. You know, I would hope that they're smart enough to know, hey, this is like really good, so you should probably like really try on this instead of like, hey, let's make a half-assed I don't know, a half-assed Green Lantern show and just like phone it in by like episode 2. And like, you know, Netflix is notorious for like having one good season and then it just falls off after that, you know. So it's, you know, who knows with them there could be less theaters in general, you know, theaters going away, getting more expensive to go to the theater, less physical media. They're since they're a streamer, they're not going to be incentivized to like make a Blu-ray or a 4K version of a movie. Whereas the other side with Paramount, people are like worried that it's going to be all like too consolidated. It's basically like a monopoly. And then not to mention like some of the messaging that they have in their shit. Yeah. Zootopia 2 looks really good. Yeah, I'm gonna watch Avatar next week. I was gonna watch JJK, but I haven't found the time or anyone to go with, so I might just go by myself. New JJK movie. I probably want to watch that one by myself. Just an anime movie, you know, quick hour and a half in and out of the theater. Bam, bam. Um, yeah, like I was hoping Universal would have bought Warner because they're sitting pretty good, dude. They look pretty good to me. They already have the relationship with Warner Brothers because of their parks with Harry Potter, having Harry Potter at Universal, sharing the license that way. There's even talks of having like a DC land at Universal where they're going to open like a Gotham and a Metropolis area. One of the main things they want to open, I think, is the newspaper, Daily Planet, and for Metropolis for Superman, and then for Gotham for Batman, they want to do the club. What's that fucking shit called? I think it's called the Ice Club Lounge. Yeah, but it's just still rumors right now. It's not official yet. It's one of this like the big have a built-in relationship with Warner really well. They kind of already have a relationship with Six. Oh no, my connection. Hold up. Oh, there we go. Cool. Sorry, I said my connection was a little wonky there. But yeah, more news will come to see about it. Maybe we'll buy Warner Brothers, or maybe Tubi will. I'm just kidding. Well, okay, guys. Sorry for the connection issues there. Thank you for bearing with me. But I'm probably gonna get going now. Another week, another episode. Um, I will probably. Oh, that's what I'm gonna mention. Next week will be the 1 year anniversary special. So I looked into the dates because I remember last week I was like, hey, I think that my 1 year anniversary is coming up, and it did. It was technically on the 27th of November. The problem was that was Thanksgiving. And I'm like, yeah, I was busy that day. So it should have been the Thanksgiving special that day. It should have also been the 1 year anniversary. Big problem. I was busy on Thanksgiving, and so was most people. And I didn't have an episode until last week. And that was when I thought of like, hey, I think that's when the 1 year anniversary is coming up. So yeah, I was technically right in the sense that hey, I think it came, but it did come and go. So we're gonna have it next week. Next week will be fun. I'm a planner right now. I want to have a guest on. Somebody. I'll see what's up. I'll ask around. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you guys so much. Another week, another episode on the Everybody and Their Mom podcast. The podcast everybody and their mom is fucking listening to. Thank you guys. Catch you guys later. Peace.